wonder if something this old can get copyright struck. Elton John, Madison Square Garden, 1974, with John Lennon. Live at Madison Square Garden. Wow, Elton John. That dude was amazing. I don't think they're going to copyright strike it. It's probably too late. Probably too old. Anyway, this is your favorite, my favorite, Zoe Quinn. 32, Chelsea Van Valkenburg, Saratoga, New York. A nice Jewish girl from New York who is certifiably insane. First of all, check out Big Steve, one word, on YouTube, link in the description. He does late night live streams. The chat is still small, so it's kind of nice to actually be able to talk to people. And you'll see all kinds of people from Comicsgate who drop in for a little bit of a chin wag. If you want to join the chat, he puts the link in the chat itself, so it's easy to hop on. And it's a nice break for the big channels where they're talking to you. This is more of a group chat thing, and you will get introduced to new channels that you can check out. Admittedly, you probably won't love all of them, but you may find someone who resonates on your frequency. The Zoe Quinn stuff. First, the Bounding into Comics article about Chelsea Vandenburg, i.e. Zoe Quinn, then a longer lolcow wiki that roasts her, and holy cow does it roast her. From what I read, she is a borderline personality disorder, narcissist, mentally ill, future cat lady, so she is perfect for modern comics. Let us go to the Bounding into Comics article first. So this will be a two-part video, this short video about Zoe Quinn, and then the longer, I'm going to read a lot of that lolcow article. It's going to be long, and so it'll be two videos, so if you don't want to watch the second one. It is very interesting, though. You definitely Google Zoe Quinn, and the lolcow wiki will come up. It is nuts. Apparently, everyone who had any interaction with her absolutely loathes her. I didn't see anyone sticking up for her. Really weird. Okay, so this is Bounding into Comics. You've already heard, I'm sure. Marvel Comics hires Zoe Quinn to write Hellcat story. And what makes it so funny is after I read the lolcow wiki article about her, I thought, yeah, this is perfect. This is just perfect. This is the modern mainstream comics. Absolutely. Hire just a nutbag, just an insane narcissist like Zoe Quinn. It's just par for the course. Marvel Comics announced they hired Zoe Quinn to write a Hellcat story in their 4 issues because her previous work has been so best-selling. I just reviewed one of it like a week ago. Goddess Mode. I think she did Goddess Mode with the guy who sent a picture of his anus to the Human Sunbeam. I think it's Robbie Rodriguez. Works at DC Comics. Yes, the Robbie Rodriguez who sexually harassed your boy Ethan Van Sciver by presenting like a monkey. He presented himself. He presented his anus to Ethan Van Sciver, hoping that Ethan Van Sciver would pierce him with his rays of penetrating light, I think. So technically sexual harassment. And of course she's not fired for that. So you send a picture of your anus to someone, you're not fired. Okay, sure. And pretty much, if you did that at McDonald's, you would get fired. But apparently in the comic book industry, you can do that. He laid on his back. He took his pants off, laid on his back, put his cell phone down between his legs, and he didn't just take a picture of his butt, like just the butt crack or a butt in jeans. No, he opened himself up and he took a picture of everything. Would you want to work with someone who did that? I would look at the guy and go, are you out of your freaking mind? You're fired. Get the fudge out of here. You can't work around normal people. That is insane. Dude, get some therapy. Get some help. You need help. If you think that's acceptable, you need help. If you want to send somebody a picture of the middle finger, all right, fine. You can't send somebody a picture of your rectum. That's what crazy people do. You can't work in an office with normal people if you do that because they won't feel safe around you. Get some help, get some therapy, get some medication. You go to therapy for 6 months, get on some medication, you come back, you can be rehired in a couple months, a few months of therapy, and you got to have ongoing continuing therapy, and you can come back and get a job here. We're not SJWs, we forgive and forget, but you gotta get some help for yourself. Obviously, there are a lot of insane people in comics, mainstream comics right now. It's like Comicsgate is such a refreshing change of normies, just normal people with families, not childish weirdos who seem to just hate life and everything life affirming. They're freaking weird. Quinn stated, "What I love about Hellcat is how she's been through hell, literally. And instead of being bitter or mean, she's still sweet and cares more about helping people than she does punishing them." If you read the Locale article about Zoe Quinn, she's a vindictive. I'm almost a little nervous about making a video about her, but I realize now I have so few eyeballs that it's safe to make videos about these people now. Like if I had 1,000 subs, that's the point where people start noticing you. So all these videos now can be almost as spicy as I want, because I'm just not getting, I'm not on Twitter. And so when you're not on Twitter, you don't get noticed by these weirdo NPCs. So it's kind of still safe for small channels to make fun of these idiots. And once you get like 1,000 subs, you got to kind of be a little bit more political, I guess. More about helping people than she does punishing them, though. I'll read the next one. You're gonna love the Locale article. It's been really fun to write for her because in addition to her own awesomeness, she's got Queen Slay. She's got this really excellent supporting cast of other really relatable street level supers, gig economy workers, and actual dang demons. Marvel also shared 2 preview images for Fearless #3. Quinn was part of the creative team behind Vertigo and DC Comics' Goddess Mode. Her book was part of a line-wide relaunch and rebranding effort. Instead, DC Comics would shut the entire publishing imprint down. Oh, you successful devil, you. Not only was Quinn's book part of the line relaunch, but she and a number of the creators who were part of the relaunch quickly made themselves controversial political figures. Sort of. I mean, would you want to elect Zoe for any office whatsoever? She calls Republicans evil. Of course she does. That's to be expected. You won't get hired at mainstream comics unless you have a resist hashtag. Not only did Quinn and her fellow idiots bring controversy to the imprint, but the book simply didn't sell at all. Quinn's Goddess Mode shipped 17,000 copies. I mean, that's not very good, but it's better than I suspected. For the first issue, the second issue would only ship 8,000. So people will support NPCs. NPCs will support NPCs for the first issue, but if the issue's not fire, they're not going to do it. I think I reviewed like 4 or 5 issues at a time because they're so lightweight, fluffy. They're just not worth reading. So yeah, I'm surprised people even hung with her for the 8,000 copies. Quinn won't be just joining Marvel. IDW Publishing announced Quinn will write the story in their upcoming The Addams Family. Yeah, that makes sense. The body issue one-shot. Why she was interested in writing The Addams Family. As a goth, he fell in love with The Addams Family at a young age. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you're not just making all this up as you go. It's a dream come true to write for the iconic, loving family of oddballs. It's like you boys says when the SJWs say, "Oh, I love that character." It means they heard of the character. That's it. They read their cousins' comic books when they visit. It's a dream come true to write for the iconic, loving family of oddballs. As a comics creator, yeah, you're a comics creator. I really enjoy being able to play with visual gags and write the most fun dialogue I've ever created. The one-shot is expected to see a Wednesday Addams discover a mysterious tome that promises empowerment to the young woman who wields it. Of course, we need more empowerment for insane young women because, if you follow Zoe, you're definitely insane. Let's see. Are there any comments? Please let there be comments. I don't know if one of them does comments, one of them doesn't. Bleeding Fool, I think, does allow comments, and Bounty in the Comics doesn't, but they should. I don't know why. It seems like kind of a. I love the comments are the best part of most articles. Anyway, so the next one will be this. Locale.wiki, Zoe Quinn. Just Google her name. You can read this article yourself. I'm going to read much of it, and it's going to be a long video, but I'll keep this one at 10 minutes. Okay, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Check out Big Steve One Word on YouTube, and come join us for these late-night live streams he's doing. I will put his link in the description, and look forward to talking to you guys there.